Let's talk about MK. Do you speak to the old man? What is your current relationship with him?
My relationship with the old man is very good. I spoke to the old man. He launched that thing on the 16th of December. We met on the 15th of December, if not the 14th, somewhere there. And he had actually suggested that there should be such an engagement to brief me about then his next political move. And I had a different view. And I said, look, we are here as the EFF, and we think we've got solid structures and good election machinery. We can actually, with your endorsement, make some inroads in difficult areas where we couldn't make inroads before. And that you do what President Mugabe did with Chamisa and says, I'll vote for this young man because I can't vote for people who tormented me. That was not to be, but we agreed that let's go and fight this battle, and we'll meet each other on the other side.
You wanted him to endorse you?
We wanted him to endorse the EFF, and we didn't want him to join the EFF because we never asked Winnie Mandela to join the EFF because we knew that she was ANC through and through, and she was too old to can change anything at that time. And we ran a risk of getting her to join, and after she joins, she says, Viva ANC in a meeting of the EFF, because that's what she knows all her life. So you're like, let's keep her there, but she's no longer there. She's just respecting those she struggled with, and most of them have departed. The same thing with President Zuma. You can't say to Zuma, leave the ANC and join the EFF. And that's why even when he went to the MKP, he said, I remain a member of the ANC, and I'm going to campaign for MKP. And I find President Mbeki's comments to be very inconsistent. Because for some reason, President Mbeki thinks we didn't know that he was behind the formation of COPE. And for some reason, President Mbeki forgets that he's the one who was saying he will not campaign for the ANC, that he's actually the one who started that kind of language, that he has to be convinced why he must vote for the ANC.
He'll vote with his conscience.
He'll vote with his conscience, and that at some point he was saying his vote is a secret. I think Malema also at some point said something like that his vote is a secret. And today they say, no, we ANC, we're pushing ANC. And you see that, the issue has not been the ANC. They were being factional in their approach. If anything, I think President Zuma is doing what he's doing because he learned it from President Mbeki. It's just that President Mbeki did not have the necessary courage like Zuma and then come out publicly. But everything else he did is exactly what President Zuma is doing, to endorse a particular party. Mbalula used to call him Dalai Lama of COPE.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now, of course, he's sitting on the other side, lambasting Zuma, seeming to be, the Dalai Lama, the holy one there in the corner. On the 29th of May, South Africa has the opportunity to make its decision, right? Assume that many people, more than the EFF, vote for MK. What is your next demand on Zuma? Would you ask him or MK and the EFF to consolidate and make one party? Tell me about some of the conversations there.
Well, there's no need for one party as long as there is convergence of ideas, even if you come from different parties, because ours in South Africa is a multi-party democracy, and therefore the existence of other political parties should not be viewed as something that we wish to extinguish, because in doing that, then we would have undermined the latter and the spirit of the Constitution of South Africa. So President Zuma says land, we say land, he says jobs, we say jobs, and many other areas. I may not agree that teenage pregnancy girls
must go to
Robben Island. Where are the boys going when the girls go to Robben Island? Because it takes the two. But he must tell us that, because it takes two to make a baby. So to say girls only must go to Robben Island is a discrimination in its own. That's why we never agreed when we were in COSAS that pregnant girls must be chased away from school. Because some of those girls, the people who made them pregnant,
by the same
they were in the same school. She loses her school time, and then the guy progresses. So, but look, I don't think those are the fundamental ideas is married to. We can always engage about that.
In my assessment, the EFF and the MKP differ on three key policies, if you will. You differ on the LGBTQI question.
Absolutely.
Zuma's statement in the last week or so that he will have to review that policy has had members of that community up in arms, and it's a community you have endorsed and showed support to. Even outside the embassy of Uganda in Pretoria, you wore the rainbow scarf as a symbol of solidarity with that community.
Absolutely. No, let's start with the LGBTQ plus communities. What are the bases? On which ideological basis do you ground that argument? Is grounded on which ideology? Because there's no any other ideology which is progressive internationally that suggests as a progressive political party, maybe worse in the left, you should not allow LGBTQ plus. And my memory doesn't serve me well. Like you said, it was so many years ago where we were in a club with Dudu and them and all of that. But if I'm not wrong, President Zuma has got a child who is part of the LGBTQ plus communities. I'm not sure, and I don't know how he navigates that point at home, because my son once confronted me and said, I hear the EFF doesn't want white people. I said, what do you mean? They said, no, you're going to chase everybody to the sea. I said, no, I can't do that. I mean, he said, no, I was worried because I've got white friends. So I will have to battle, if I want to chase white people out of South Africa, I will have to battle it first at home. And there are certain things that you just know you can't win, and you stand a chance of being embarrassed by those. There is no